Okay, so we'll go through a little bit of what happened this week. This was a full trading week of 5 days, and you can see the last. Well, first thing we're going to look at how SPY did this last 5 days. So this is the last 5 bars represent each day of the last week. And it looked like it was a good day if you are a long-leaning investor or a trader. So as you know, it's January 16th today. It's Monday, Martin Luther King. There's no trading day today, but it'll resume tomorrow. Looking back on what's been happening is the market, the SPY, the S&P 500, they were trading for a good amount of time within this range, within this channel, if you will. And yesterday was, or not yesterday, this past week really was the first time that it broke out of this range to the upside. So even this last 5 days, this Monday started off with a red day because it came to the top of the range and it kind of got rejected. And really on Tuesday it tested the range again, and finally on Wednesday it started breaking out. And general trader knowledge is once a resistance gets broken through, it becomes a support, and that's kind of what we're seeing here. Again, market can randomly walk to any direction, but if this becomes the support line now, I believe we're going to see a little bit more trading in this channel now, and we'll see where it goes from there. But overall, this last week has been a good week if you're a long-leaning trader. It was a good week for myself, and yeah, so we'll see. And this is the point of deep dive, and just to kind of see what's under the hood, what all happened this last week. So the SPY really went from on Monday to really on Friday. It moved $10.64. And it's 2.74% move, which was really good for S&P 500. Then if we look at what all drove it, if we look at the study here, we look at, let's study anything that moves 20% plus for this week, and the formula is the close of today divided by the close of 5 days ago is higher by 1.2 or 20%, and then the volume minimum is 100,000 to make sure it's a liquid stock, and the closing price of the stock is 5. So we're messing with stocks that are not low price stocks per se. It's $5 and above. So if we're looking at a lot of the movement here, let's look at some of the big movement on Friday. Mercado Libre, obviously, it's a big move. The last 5 bars here, you're in a move of 20.69%, which is significant for an already high price stock like Mercado Libre. MicroStrategy, and this is, it looks like there's just a good amount of buying going on. ATAT, last 5 days made a 34.3% move here. And really, Team Atlassian Corp, again, made a move. The only thing that really jumps out at me, just like the SPY and the team and this stock, is that during the move here, there's a gap between the close, so we'll see if that gap fills at all. So again, like you're seeing on this team, there's this gap. If they open, we'll see if that fills at all. Boot Barn, move up. And so the whole point of this is to kind of see the stocks that moved 20% the last 5 days, which are some good movers, and also to kind of get a chance to see what happens prior to the move, to see if there's some kind of pattern or some kind of indication that is consistent, or at least that, um, obviously it's not going to be consistent 100%, but if there's something that's a repeated pattern, it increases the trader's probability of hopefully catching a 20% plus runner when he or she is trading. EH, once again, the last 5 days, with Friday being the move, it's a move of 40+% here. Coinbase, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 days of moving 42%. That's insane. Looks like it bottoms out here. Nice hammer candle too, and then it just momentum burst up. For sushi, actually ate there this past weekend. My first son. Side note, really good place. I see how they mix behavioral psychology into the restaurant experience, and low key, it's kind of a fun place. So, this moved like 40%, even in just the last week. That's insane, actually. And it gapped down. Then it had a tight candle day before it started moving upwards to fill the gap, which it happened that Tuesday, and then kept going up. Star Surgical, move up front, once again, a couple tight candles, and momentum burst up. Brace Corporation, move down, tight candle, a little bit of move up, move down, tight candle, and then up. United Airlines, and it's just took off. Air Test System, they have really good earnings. Then the Friday, they had earnings last Thursday, and then they did really good revenue. I think it's 50% growth, and as well as the earnings per share. And so obviously, it made a mover, and 3 days up, little bull flag pattern here. So on Friday, it made another move up, so that's good. But yeah, you can kind of see what's happening here with it. 3 move up, 2 tight days, or 2 create a bull flag, and we'll see. Hopefully, this ends up moving up to the upside. Landing tree. Once again, a move up, 2 tight days, forms a bull flag, and then move up here. eBank International. What you're seeing is a move up, tight days, going down, bull flag pattern, and then move up. Voyager Therapeutics, you can kind of see a little bit of like it's a bull flag over here with linear buying first, 2 tight days, and then a move up. Schultz Technologies, it's not a bull flag pattern, it's just again a beneficiary of market movement. Teladoc Health. So these are some big movers. I sorted by the top dollars and everything like that. And then as far as percentage movers, eHang Holdings, 29% on Friday. That's crazy. 27% on Friday. But you can kind of see this thing just shot up, way up. Going back to eHang, not bull flag pattern. The thing about patterns also is that some people can stretch the definition and can argue with you that, oh yeah, this is linear buy and this is a high flag, and really it's, you don't really want to stretch definitions a little too liberally, just because anybody can argue and say that anything looks like a bull flag, but aka like this one, but it really is not like a bull flag or anything like that. This one is just, I don't know what this pattern is, but that's on the pattern back trade. Broadwind, AT&T, National Instruments. just a gap of Voyager Therapeutics once again. And this is the main bull flag here. Design works. It looks like it's just a mover. This is the choppy bull flag. And this made it into my watch list, but I mean, I didn't trade it just because of the choppiness that it shows. This is a much better bull flag. We're looking based on just movement here. Bull flag, 1,000, up, and a flag, and up. Once again, up, and a flag, and up. You can kind of see there's a whole lot of bull flag patterns forming here just because the last few days have been a bullish move for the market. And if you look at anything, this study captures anything that moves 20% plus for the week. And there was 144 stocks that move for the week that are higher 20% from the start of 5 days ago to the end of the week. And this is, again, with the volume of above 100,000 and anything with share prices of above $5. Obviously, those penny stocks aren't included in here. But in general, 144 stocks that met the criteria moved 20%, and that's actually a good number. Another way to tell is that if we were to compare this with how many 20% moved to the downside or 20% bearish for the week, you can kind of see if it's a bullish week or a bearish week. So again, this is essentially just the invert of the bearish or of the bullish, and then we're looking at anything that moved 20% to the downside for the week. 144 moved up or bullish, and then for the bearish, only 4 stocks move 20% bearish for the week. So you can kind of see that just based on the ratio of 144 stocks moving 20% up versus 4 stocks moving down 20% plus, it's just an overwhelming bullish week. And then if we look at like the different studies here, even some of these stocks that dropped first, the last couple of days, they made a bullish move. It's not, except for HKD, this looks like something that I would short. Looks like a waterfall, and then this is a little breather. Obviously, there's no stampede of buying coming in. And essentially then there's no buyer coming on. It may just be seller city, and then it would just keep selling. KNOP, a gap down, some news must have happened with it. A lot of investors done. Kala, it looks like it's just a 20% move. It looks like it's a linear buying at first. Then you would think this is some kind of like consolidation or a volatile contraction before it shoots up. But it doesn't look like it had any follow through, so it just starts selling off. Anyway, so this is the study of the review of what happened the prior week. Again, software is using TC2000, and we're just reviewing the week before an actual deep dive of what all happened. So hope this helps.